So, we are doing a WWE Spear tier list. And so, the tiers we have are all-time, pretty good, fine, average, oof, and they spear, which is like, did I even know that they speared? Not really. So, first up we have Bobby Lashley. His spear is pretty good. I'd just quickly say, we're ranking these spears based on how good they look and the legacy and how iconic they are. The spear is iconic with Lashley. It looks good with Lashley. So it's going to go into the pretty good tier. Batista. Am I silly? Batista spears? Batista's going to go in the they spear category. Johnny Gargano, his spear's okay. It's going to go in average. I feel like for a really good spear, you've got to have some force behind it, if that makes sense. You've got to have some weight to you. And Gargano just does not have that. Same with Edge. Edge would go into average if it was just based on how good the spear was. But because we're talking about legacy as well and not just how good the spear is, it's going to go into all time. Because the spear is arguably most iconic with Edge. So that definitely has an impact on the ranking, because we are ranking how it looks and the how iconic it is, so it has to go in there. So Big Show's spear looks unbelievable, so it's probably like here if we were just based on looks, as even at all time are pretty good. But in terms of legacy with the Big Show, he didn't really use that for that long, so it's going to go in the fine tier. Roman Reigns, throughout his whole career, the spear has been synonymous with Roman Reigns, and with a tribal chief, I feel like that's gone up another level. It has become as iconic for Roman Reigns as it is for Edge, and Roman Reigns gives a better spear than Edge. It's not a opinion, it's a fact. Roman Reigns gives a better spear than Edge, and it is just as iconic as Edge. So Roman is going to go into the all-time tier. Bianca Belair, personally, they spear. I've never seen her spear on the main roster, and I genuinely think that that this is just an NXT thing, because I don't know. Goldberg's spear, well executed, very iconic with him. We're going to put it in the pretty good tier, because we want to keep the all-time tier pretty exclusive. Charlotte Flair delivers a good spear. In terms of iconic, it's probably not the first move you think of when you think of Charlotte Flair. You probably think of the figure 8 leg lock. So it's going to go into the fine tier. Kairi Sane, they spear. And also this woman, whoever this is, Layla, maybe? Genuinely, my 2000s diva knowledge isn't that great, because like WWE didn't care about the women then, so why do I need to remember them? Like, women's wrestling now is in a fantastic spot, and I love women's wrestling now, but a lot of the women's wrestlers from the 2000s, they're quite irrelevant to me, unfortunately. Apart from like Trish Stratus, Lita, Michelle McCool, a few others, Victoria, like women up until like the 2010s just aren't that important, and I just don't know who that is. But Rhino is going to go into the all-time spear. It's iconic for him. Like, when Rhino speared Jericho through the stage, it's just unbelievable. And he delivers, I think, the best spear out of anyone. Well, it's called the Gore for him, but it's a spear. But I think he delivers the best spear out of anyone on this entire tier list. So this is the tier list in They Spear, we have Batista, Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, and a diva from the 2000s, who I genuinely am not sure who that is. In average, we're going Johnny Gargano. It's, in terms of his spear, is the same level as Edge as how it looks, but Edge is just more iconic. So Johnny Gargano and average. In fine, we have Big Show and Charlotte Flair. They're good spears, but not very iconic because Big Show didn't use it for that long, and I think Charlotte Flair could maybe get up a tier by the end of her career. Pretty good tier. We have Bobby Lashley and Goldberg. Well executed spears, iconic with a wrestler, but at all time we have the creme de la creme, Edge, whose spear may not look the best, but is arguably the most iconic person with a spear. Roman Reigns is as iconic as Edge with the spear, and it looks better than Edge's. And Rhino's gore is just unbelievable. So, what do you think of that tier list? Also, there is no Bron Breakker on this list because this is quite an old tier list, but I think I'll probably put Bron Breakker in a pretty good tier. So that's going to be in the end of the video, guys, and bye, guys.